Hi everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap. Today I'm going to be making a soap with some Kaolin Clay. I'm going to be using this mold that I got, and basically what I've measured this out, it's about 2.5 cups of soap that this whole mold will take. And then of course I have my standby soap cloud swirl mold, which is my favorite mold on standby because I'm going to be actually doing 4 cups of glycerin soap. And the Kaolin, I'm going to be putting in 3 teaspoons of Kaolin Clay. I'm going to be using a little bit of titanium dioxide to turn it white and blue slushy. So let's go ahead and get this melted. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix up my titanium dioxide, and I'm going to put it into my melt and pour. This is at about 139 right now. And I'm going to see if I can change it to go a little bit lighter. And I'm actually going to use one of these little frothers that I got. That works nicely. Okay. I think I want a little bit more white in there, so I'm going to mix up just a little bit more. Let me put a little bit of alcohol. I'm mixing it with alcohol. I'm doing it off screen so I can keep the workspace a little cleaner. Okay. And then we will use, I believe this is called a milk frother. Okay, so now it looks like goat's milk. And now I'm going to put in my fragrance, which is crisp cotton from Brambleberry. And I'm actually going to put it into just a couple. And then I'm also going to be adding in my blue slushing to see how that looks there. And now at this point, I believe we can just stir it with a chopstick. So we have this nice blue going on. Okay, and now I'm going to add in the clay. So depending on what website you look at, and I've looked at a few, I think a few websites say add in 1 to 2 tablespoons per pound, and then another one will say add in 1 to 2 teaspoons per pound. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution, and I'm only going to do, since this is now melted down to 3, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of the clay. I'm going to mix the clay into here with some alcohol, and then I'm going to use the frother before I add it into here. So I'll go ahead and measure that out right now. Okay, so I've mixed the Kaolin Clay with the frother, and because I did it in such a shallow dish, it kind of went all over the place, but I wanted to make sure I got my measurements right. And I'm just kind of scooping it out now with the spatula. And I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to stir it in again. So you want to mix it with some alcohol outside first and then add it to your soap here. Okay, and now we'll just get ready to pour. Okay, so I'm going to get my molds ready. This one is so flimsy, I want to keep it on something strong, and I'll get my cloud mold, which is a lot thicker down there too. I don't have a funnel mold that is over just a couple cups, so I'm going to go ahead and be using this one today. And so I might spill a little bit. You know, before I use it, I do want to do one in a cloud mold, so that way we'll have it. We'll do this one next. Okay. Okay, so I didn't have quite enough for that one, but that's fine. And we're going to go ahead and let this sit. We'll spray it with some alcohol to get rid of the bubbles. And then we'll be back for the unmolding. Okay, everyone, we are here for the unmolding. So these are nice and cool now, so we are going to go ahead and unmold it. And I'm going to do the cloud mold first because it's my favorite. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? It smells really good too. All right, I've never used this mold before, so let's see what happens here. Oh, so that looks really nice. It's a good size. Oh, that one looks nice too. I guess it almost looks like a moon cake, I guess is what you would say. And this, I believe, is the flower. Or it looks like a flower. Looks like a flower. So it's very nice, very pretty. And of course, you know, blue slushy is one of my favorites, and I kind of wanted to try this out. I really like this. This is really nice, and it's really good for your skin. So this one, the clay kind of settled a little bit, but it still looks pretty nice. The clay did settle, but I didn't have very much left. This is the one that only had a little bit left, so this was kind of the bottom of the cup when I poured it. But the rest of these look really great, and of course, they smell great, and they're going to make great gifts. Okay, this is Anna from Koala Soap. I hope you enjoyed this. So this was Kaolin Clay with glycerin and titanium dioxide. You guys have a really great week.